Hi, I'm Frank Shovlin. I'm Professor of Irish Literature at the Institute of Irish Studies, University of Liverpool. And I just want to do a very short piece for you today about to celebrate Bloomsday. And I'm here speaking to you from lockdown in Liverpool. And a few years ago, I published a book called Journey Westward, which looked chiefly at Dubliners, but also touched on aspects of Ulysses, Finnegans Wake. And I was interested in James Joyce's connections with the west of Ireland, where I'm from and where my wife is from. I went to university in Galway. I lived there in my first year in Nuns Island, that street where Michael Fury visits Greta in The Dead. And all of these things came together in my head and wouldn't go away. And so I ended up writing a book on the subject of Joyce and the West. And today I just want to read you the opening page and a half to mark the day that's in it. Where was James Joyce from? If there was one question that even the most novice of initiates to the study of Irish literature could answer correctly, it's surely this one. Joyce's burning obsession with the city of his birth has provided Dublin a permanent place in literary history. His loving recreation of its streets, shops, statues, brothels, and pubs stands as a valuable historical document as well as a magnificent and enduring artifice. Yet one of the earliest critical mentions of Joyce wishes to connect him not so much with Dublin, but with the West. Ireland in Fiction, published in 1916, a still useful bibliographic guide by the Jesuit priest Stephen J. Brown, provides the following entry for the author of Dubliners. Joyce, James A., born of Galway parentage about 30 years ago, was a student of Clongowes Wood College and of University College Dublin. Published some years ago a small book of verse that has been much admired entitled Chamber Music. Is at present in Trieste. Joyce soon became aware of this book and was keen to correct the error and provide a slightly fuller account of his background, as is clear from a letter of 1918 to his London agent. I shall be glad if you can send a note to the Reverend Stephen Brown, S.J., Clongowes Wood College, Sallins, County Kildare, Ireland, thanking him in my name for the inclusion of me in his work, Ireland in Fiction, and, as he invites corrections for the second edition now in press, informing him that I was born in 1882, the 2nd of February, that my father's family came from Cork, not from the west of Ireland. My father is from Cork City, his father from Fermoy, County Cork. The family comes, of course, from the west of Ireland, Joyce's country. But mine is a southern offshoot of the tribe. My wife is from Galway City. That, of course, there is telling. Though keen to clarify the facts of his lineage, Joyce was always pleased to think of himself as connected with Galway, his surname that of one of the city's storied 14 tribes. Visiting Galway in the summer of 1912, the second and last of two such visits he would make in his lifetime, Joyce went to some efforts to see places he associated with his composition of the dead, that story in which Greta Conroy's memories of her native city play such a central role. In particular, Joyce wanted to visit the graveyard where lay Michael Fury, the tragic young man who had loved the young Greta. Though Sonny Bodkin, the Galway man on whom Fury is partly modelled, lies in the city cemetery of Rahun, Joyce thinks of Fury as being buried further west. I cycled to Uachtarard on Sunday, he writes to Stanislaus on the 7th of August, and visited the graveyard of the dead. It is exactly as I imagined it, and one of the headstones was to J. Joyce. Here was one of those coincidences in which this most superstitious of writers put such great store, and which allowed him to further indulge an abiding fascination with the west of Ireland. Happy Bloomsday, everybody.